Alright, I'm going to explain this in a way that nerds can understand. Why do you need a cooling system for your computer? Your computer should run just fine at room temperature, so why do you need to cool it? It's because using it generates heat. And if you don't vent off that heat, your computer can overheat and break. Your body does the same thing. Your body is a series of complex chemical reactions that are always going, and chemical reactions usually generate heat. So moving muscles generates heat, your heart beating generates heat, breathing generates heat, thinking generates heat. And to keep your body from overheating, your body sheds that heat through your skin. And usually it's just enough to radiate that heat out into the atmosphere. But if you start getting too hot, well then you start sweating, and the sweat does a better job of carrying the heat off your body. Now, thanks to the good old laws of thermodynamics, we know that heat tends to equalize. Something that is hot will flow its heat into something that is cold. So, once again, vast simplification here. If you mix 60-degree water with 40-degree water, you'll end up with 50-degree water. Yes, I know that's not exactly how it works, just bear with me. So now, let's say that you are hanging out on a 98.6 degree day, and your body is 98.6 degrees. Then you do anything. You think something. That generates heat, and it raises your body temperature a little bit. And your body says, crap, we need to get rid of this excess heat. But your surroundings are already 98.6 degrees, which means that your body isn't doing a good job of getting rid of that extra heat because you're already equalized. Even if you did end up equalizing to your surroundings, the equalization point would be a little bit above 98.6 degrees, meaning you'd feel hot. And like I said in my previous video, people don't actually sense temperature. We sense temperature differentials. We sense how quickly we are losing or gaining heat. So even if it's a 90-degree day, even if it's not at your body temperature, it's still going to feel a little bit uncomfortable because you're not losing heat at the same rate you usually are. That's also why fans work. On a 98-degree day, the air that the fan's blowing at you is still 98 degrees, but it feels cool and refreshing because it is carrying heat away from you. And the only thing that you're sensing is how quickly you gain or lose heat. You're not sensing that that air is 98.6 degrees, you're sensing that more heat is being carried away from your skin. The most comfortable days temperature-wise are days in which the rate that we shed heat is about equal to the rate that we generate heat without having to kick in any extra bodily processes like sweating. And that's going to be different for a lot of different people considering body mass and metabolism factors in. But either way, in the 90s, you're already at the point where you're not shedding heat efficiently. That's also why humidity makes it feel both hotter and colder, because like I said, liquid does a better job of carrying heat away from you. That's why you sweat. So air with a lot of water vapor in it is good at both carrying heat away from you and transferring heat to you. So humid hot days are hotter, humid cold days are colder.